Hi, morning everyone. Yes, welcome back to my broadcast. And today is 7th December 2020, Monday, right? So some change for my live broadcast. So you see I have changed my name. Now the live broadcast name is called Amy's Trading Journals. Previously, it is Amy's stock analysis, right? So I changed it because in future, my program, my live broadcast will become more and more practical. So I will share with you more and more practical applications of all the TA knowledge and homely software application. Either you are homely member or not, you can learn more practical applications of all these trading skills and the software indicators and knowledge. All right, so name changed, Amy's Trading Journals. And if you like this change, and if you like my improvement, and you are expecting that I can do more and more splendid contents, give you more splendid contents in future, don't forget to share with your friends. All right, so share with your friends so that more and more people can come to my channel. So I can be more motivated. All right. So topic for today. Today we're going to talk about firstly the market weather today. So in future, the first part of my live broadcast will always be market weather for the day. We talk about the market weather first. So for today, I give the summary, which is a hint of ominous dark clouds. Later, I share with you the details, all right? And then the second part, I will talk about Ifast and Singtel. So for Ifast, it plunged today, right? And then for Singtel, it soared today. So you see, different destiny, but the motivator behind will be the same. So cryptocurrency to be blamed. So why? Later, I share with you the details. So then the third part will still be individual stock diagnosis. I just wrote in the comment zone, if you got stocks to analyze, you need to WhatsApp me, all right? You WhatsApp me the name or the ticker of your stock so that later I can diagnose for you. All right, so firstly, we check the market performance. Why I say now the market for today is a hint of ominous dark cloud. Share with you the reason. Okay, so yes, before we begin, this disclaimer to make. All the stock mentions in the video are for the purpose of demonstration and education, not recommendation. Investors should be aware of the risks involved in stock trading, take full responsibilities for their own tradings. All right, so firstly, we check the US market Nasdaq. Obviously, based on the Fib golden retracement, now the price already very close to the 38.2% of the gold Fib retracement. The value is 12,505. And we know this is significant resistance levels, and also above we got the 150, 161.8%, all are regarded as very significant resistance levels for Nasdaq. And now we see the price already reached the significant levels here. So maybe tonight the price touched the level, would begin to turn downward, or maybe it didn't, it break up, but maybe it would turn downward at the 150 level or even 161.8% level. So in near future, there is a possible, at least short-term correction waiting for us. This is a possible short-term correction. We regard it as a short-term correction first. So if it turn downward, then we will see how forceful the correction can be. Then we can judge by then. Now we cannot tell how forceful the possible correction might be. But this is the possible correction, okay? And you check the other indexes, roughly would be the same. For S&P 500, it already break up the 138.2%, is heading toward 150, and also 161.8% is around 3,752 points. Okay, and then for Dow Jones, all right. So for Dow Jones, we also got the price heading toward 150%, and the 161.8% is around 30,689 points. Okay, so that's why just now I mentioned the market weather for now. Let's say for today, it's a hint of ominous dark cloud. So there is a potential correction, at least for short term. This is a possible one. So we need to be aware of the short-term risks. Okay, for short-term trading, you need to check your own individual stocks to see whether or not you should, let's say, decrease position or you should take profit completely. This is for short-term. For medium-term to long, I think you can just check the medium-term to long-term indicators to decide. Not so this correction here until now, not so let's say so important for medium-term to long-term traders. It's just regarded now as a short-term, potential short-term correction. All right, so then for Singapore market, we already have the price correct to touch the previous high price of the yellow Tai Chi signal, the previous yellow Tai Chi, and we see the price touch the yellow Tai Chi, the high, and then turn upward a bit. Now the price is still around 80.9%. This is last Friday, right? So for the current value for our STI, current value, yes, when the market opened this morning, it actually went up by 0.6%, as far as I remember. Yes, it went up, but you see, until now, the price already dropped. It get a open high, but after open high, it began to drop. Until now, the price it dropped by 0.1%. Okay, so the current value is 2,836 points. Okay, so 2,836 is slightly above the 80% of the golden retracement level, Fib golden retracement level here, right? Still around the 80% level here. And if in near future the US correct, then STI more likely would follow. Then maybe it turn downward to touch the 61.8% level. That's around 2,734 points. All right, this is for Singapore. For QCI, we see the price already reached the strongest resistance level around 1,552 points. The price has tried to break up the level for, now it's the second time, try to break up. So previously, we see the price tried 3 times, all failed to break up. The drop, great crash caused by the COVID-19. I think this is not a, is it a COVID-19? Yes, I think this is the COVID-19 February this year. Then a crash, then after that forceful rebound, and then reach the resistance, then drop again. Recently, the rally reached the level again, right? Until now, we see for Malaysia KOCI, yes, it's just a sideways there, no much significant progress. So the current value is 1,622 points. 1,622 points, and it's just around the resistance level still hanging there, right? So if in near future US drop, if it drop, then the strong support below is around the previous low level here. 2 times get support and break, failed. Effective breakthrough, then effective downward breakthrough, then if the price in future it drop to touch the level again, strong support. All right, it's around 1,552 points. Okay, then for Hang Seng Index, we see the price also reached the long bar of chip distribution. The blue bars is called chip distribution, special Homely indicator, and we see now the price is around the level. And we see also here is a blue Tai Chi, right? So blue Tai Chi now, the high price and the long blue bar, they overlap. The two levels overlap, means this is significant resistance. So now we see Hang Seng today, it dropped greatly. So it dropped by 1.69%. And the value is, it dropped by 453 points. The current value is 26,382 points. 26,382. So I think it's around here. And we see the strong support. This level, can you see this blue bar shorter than the longest, right? But this is significant, also relatively speaking, the longer one. And we see the level is 26,138. So better Hang Seng can remain above this 26,138. All else, the space between the blue bar here and the long blue bar below, that's no support within this let's say within this space, right? So no support, no significant support, means once the price drop below the level, the correction might be a quite fast one. No support, then it might drop fastly to touch the support level below. That would be quite a forceful correction here for Hang Seng Index for Hong Kong market, right? So hope the level can hold. If cannot, the correction here might be a forceful one for short term. Okay, for short term, forceful correction. Hang Seng Index. Okay, all right, that's about the market performance. I mentioned now there is a hint of ominous dark cloud here. So you need let's say get prepared for the potential risks. Okay, for short-term trading at least. All right, then let's continue to talk about Ifast and Singtel. Why Ifast it dropped so greatly today, and also Singtel it suddenly soared. Previously we know Singtel it has been quite a weak. Why suddenly it becomes so strong? Okay, so the story goes back to the COVID-19. So COVID-19 has irrevocably changed our lifestyle, especially for our Singaporeans, you know. So before the COVID-19, right, we're not so keen, Singaporeans, we're not so keen on the online world and online service. You see, a lot of elderlies, they don't use the internet so much, right? They don't do the online shopping. They don't use Zoom to hold meetings, right? But when we have to stay at home all day for more than half a year, right? So then we have to use Zoom to hold meetings. Right? We are forced to use Zoom to hold meetings. We have to work from home, right? And then we also have to rely more on online shopping because we cannot go out to buy things. And then online shopping becomes a very good choice. And we have no choice actually, right? Online shopping, and we also get more online entertainments. We cannot go out. We get some, let's say play some video games online. We watch some videos, dramas online. So online entertainment, more and more online entertainment. And now, until now, although we see most companies already, let's say, go back to the office to work, including our company, right? So last month, beginning from last month, we already back to office to work. But our lifestyle has been changed. And online life, it has become a very important and inseparable part of our daily life. It becomes our habit. It's more than half a year of online life, staying in the online world, right? So then, what's the influence of this kind of change? All right. So on one hand, the increased awareness of the importance of online world and online service, it results in the lifted status of cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency, if you check, it has been crazily bullish until now, right? It's quite crazily bullish. And also you will see recently S&P Dow Jones indices, it is teaming up with the crypto data company called Luca to create an index providing the price information on a group of crypto assets. So then also we have previously, I think it's roughly 2 months ago, PayPal, right? It announced that it is providing new services, enabling the users to buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrency. And also 2 days ago, all right, we got JD.com becomes the first online platform accept China's digital currency. So you see, the status of the cryptocurrency has been greatly lifted because of more awareness of the importance of online service, online world, online life. So this is one influence of this staying at home situation, which has lasted for roughly until now. It's already around 1 year, right? And on the other hand, the other influence is more and more businessmen, they see opportunities in such changes. People become more and more awareness or think more and more highly of the online service, and then businessmen see chances in such changes. That's why, before the big plunge today for Ifast, the price for Ifast has remained quite bullish for a while, right? So the reason is because previously Ifast already applied for online banking license, right? So it's a digital banking. Digital banking license, right? So it has applied for the digital banking license before, and people are expecting that the company's future would be great if they got approved, right? But why the price suddenly plunged greatly today? Because after the market closed last Friday, so suddenly we got the news that they failed to get a license. Ifast failed to get a license. That's why today the price is plunged. When I was checking, it's around 30% of plunge. We can check the chart together for Ifast, right? Give me a moment. All right, yes, now it's 29.23% of drop. All right, so it's a big one, and we see the price now is around the blue line of homely rainbow. So how to deal with such a situation? Because previously I shared with you, I also bought Ifast. I bought my cost level is $3.57. $3.57, and now it's $2.76. My loss is more than 25%. All right, so it's a big loss for me. But then how do we deal with such kind of situation? If previously you also have bought, if you didn't buy at a very low position previously, let's say you bought roughly the same price level as me, your cost level is roughly the same as me, then you will find that it's impossible to escape this sudden big gap, downward gap today, because it opened a gap down open. Then even if you sell after the market open, it's still too late, right? And then means what? At loss. So then you will think, wow, stock market, even if you are an expert, you still cannot escape such kind of sudden changes. The answer is yes, cannot. For me, also, I cannot escape it. But you know, the difference between the real, let's say, experts and also the green hands, the newbies, is when faced with losses, they take different methods. For real experts, they can handle very well. They will never get panicked, and they will handle the situation so that can minimize the loss. And for those green hands, beginners in the market, they always get panicked, don't know what to do. Maybe they would sell just at great loss, and then this kind of experience would shadow his tradings all the time in future. So they would become more and more fearsome about stock investment. So the mindset would be quite, let's say, become worse and worse. Their mindset would become worse and worse. But you know, for experts, real experts, they can know how to handle this. So how to handle? On one hand is you can diversify your portfolio, right? So I mentioned also Friday. So if you trade, you don't just buy one stock, you buy several stocks from different sectors, so that if one stock drop, maybe the others go up. So means what? Your losses would be greatly decreased. Last week I mentioned I bought the US stock, right? The Same material. For that one, I'm still at profit, right? And also for BioNTech, I said I bought a little, just some small amount of money in it. And last Friday, it also went up a bit. I'm also at profit for that one. So means what? If you cannot escape such kind of sudden changes caused by news, by some bad news, but you can, let's say, minimize the risks by diversifying your portfolio. That's one thing. The other thing is for Ifast now, right? So if, let's say, now the price is get support at the blue lines, right? So when the price get support at the blue lines of Homely Rainbow, if, let's say, in near future, the price rebounds, then I will see whether or not I stop loss. But I will not stop loss just immediately when the market open. I have anticipated that today the market open, there would be a big drop. I already known it last Friday when I got the news that I failed to get a license. I already anticipated this big downward jump, right? But I would not just sell when the market open. I would monitor to find the best chance to, let's say, to stop loss. And then the other thing is, if the price get support here, begin to rebound, and in a short time, the price go back above the yellow lines of Homely Rainbow, then means actually maybe in future it would continue going up. the news, let's say, if you cannot evaluate whether the influence of the news is a long-term influence or just a short-term influence, right? If you cannot evaluate, then you just check the price movement to check the significant levels. Then you would know whether or not you should stop loss, or whether or not the price still has chance to become bullish again. So now, because I don't have enough information to evaluate whether or not this influence would be a very long-term influence or just short-term influence here, people sell because of panic. This is called panic selling, caused by the news. But how forceful the news can be for it? Is it just short-term or long-term? Still not sure. For me, that's for me. I'm not sure. So I will just try to keep monitoring and then to see how to deal with it, which can minimize my losses. All right. So this is about Ifast. And then on the other hand, why Singtel today is suddenly sold? Yes, a open gap up open today, right? After that, it also rushed to a very high level. It sold to a very high price, $2.60, and then begin to drop. Until now, it still dropped, right? But why we have a gap up open today? Reason also because of cryptocurrency, because just recently Grab and Singtel, they have announced that they are working together to build a digital bank, and they are hiring employees in Singapore for this digital bank, and also they are applying the digital bank license in Singapore from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, right? So they are also applying for the digital bank license, just as what Ifast has done before. So let's say if we got this news for Singtel, so will history repeat again? Will Singtel be the next Ifast? Previously, Ifast, it has been so bullish, right? Because of the news that it applied for the digital bank license. And now Singtel also is cooperating with Grab to apply this digital bank license. So is it possible that in future Singtel become the next Ifast, become quite bullish for a while? So maybe we have some chances. But today we see the candle here. It is a, let's say, not a very beautiful candle, although a gap up open, but after that it dropped, right? The reason, the white lines here is acting as the strong resistance, right? So currently this is very strong resistance, but if in near future the price can really break up the white lines, maybe Singtel in future would give us some chances. Because for Singtel, it has been really weak. A lot of stocks have gone up a lot by 30, 40%, at least 20% recently. But for Singtel, it's still below the white lines. Before the gap up today, it's still around the blue lines of Holy Rainbow. It has been quite weak, right? So considering it has been so weak previously, the price didn't go up much. If in future, people have a good expectations from its application for the online, for the digital bank license, maybe in future, Singtel would become strong again. Because maybe Singtel, it is trying to find some new models, new business models. They are trying, right? They're trying to change. Because if we don't change, we would be left behind by others. So Singtel is trying to change. We have seen the endeavors here. So maybe in future, this one can give us the opportunity. Now it is at the resistance of the white ones. We keep monitoring this one. Maybe we can catch some chances for Singtel in future. Just like previously, I mentioned about this nano film, right? Nano MZH. Just like I have mentioned MZH around 26th November last month, right? So back then, actually no many people paid attention to this stock. But after I analyze this one, I see a lot of people, a lot of investors begin to ask about nanofilm, and also some other lecturers begin to talk about nanofilm. But before that, actually, it hasn't got so much attention. But yes, this one maybe also in future would become a superstar. I mentioned at that moment, right? 26th November, I mentioned it might be a superstar. In Singapore, it belongs to the high-tech sector. It's a high-tech company. So I mentioned Singapore stock market, no much high-tech companies so popular like US, Apple, those NIO, Tesla. Those stocks have been superstars. For Singapore, we don't have a real superstar, high-tech superstar. I said that maybe it would become the high-tech superstar in Singapore. Maybe, yes, we still can keep monitoring this one, right? Yes. Okay, so that's about my sharing for today. Let me check. Do you have stocks to diagnose? Stocks to diagnose for today. Okay, I got one. Bilibili, right? Okay, let's check Bilibili. Oh, Bilibili has been so bullish. We already missed the best entry point. The best entry point, see, Sadway platform, right? Sadway platform, first recircle, here. First recircle, second recircle is not really the confirmation to buy. Third day, no confirmation. Fourth day, market open and then shoot up all the time. Then you should be able to buy this day. No need to wait for the market close. Can buy earlier, right? So this is the best entry point. So after that, just keep holding until now. So for short term, you wait for the Y circle in future to sell. This one has been quite bullish, right? So if you are planning to hold for medium term to long, also can consider, because this is regarded as a significant correction, because the sideway here lasts for a while, more than 3 months. More than 3 months sideway considered as a medium-term correction or sideway, so consolidation. So significant corrections or consolidations after that, usually we can consider to buy and hold for medium-term to long. And also you can do it like this. Partially you trade for short-term, and partially you keep holding for medium-term to long-term, so that you can both catch the short-term profit and the medium-term to long-term great chances. All right, so this is about Bilibili, but now for short-term it's already quite high. It's not that safe to buy now for short-term trading. Okay, so NXPI. Semiconductor, right? So yes, semiconductor also has been quite strong, right? This sector, and this one is quite bullish. But also the problem is no buy points. It has been bullish all the time since after the first recircle. We get a confirmation to buy here. Go back. Why we should pick this kind of stock to trade? Because it has big boys, more than 50% quite stably. This is regarded as a bullish stock. Bullish stock, bankers take control. We get a confirmation to buy, then we buy. then follow the red circle. You see, why we should follow the indicator? The correction here for these 2 days quite forceful ones, right? If you don't check the indicators, you don't check any method, you would be frightened. Maybe you would sell. But after you sell, the price go up again, hit a new high until now, right? Then if you sell here, then your profit is very limited. No, not so much profit. But if you keep holding until now, you see the difference? If you sell here, really you can roughly break even or very small profit. But if you hold until now, the profit is 19% already. So that's the beauty of following the trading principles. Follow the indicators. Most of the times, your profit would be maximized. And occasionally, maybe you would have to bear some losses. Just like Ifast. This is some sudden changes which I cannot control. If I cannot control, I would not try to control it. I will just try to make, let's say, take some effective strategies to handle the current situation so that I can minimize the losses and in future I can unbike all the losses as long as you have effective methods. All right. So no other stocks to diagnose. Okay, I got one other AZT, right? So let's AZT. AZT is the Singapore one, right? Nutrifarm. Yes, Nutrifarm. Okay. Oh, this one, I didn't pay attention to this one because it's a penny stock. It's just 18 cents now, right? Okay, so previously the pattern is extremely ugly. So I would never, at the sight of this kind of pattern, I would give it a pass. And I will never look at it, this kind of stock. I will never consider. But recently it seems like it becomes active. It suddenly becomes active. You check the volume, you will see it, right? Because the candles tell you it become active recently. And it's a penny stock, just 18 cents. If you follow the indicators, this is the first red circle, 3rd November, several days ago, right? Several days, last Thursday, right? This last Thursday. Last Thursday is the first red circle. Last Friday, that is a confirmation to buy. If you check the indicator. And last Friday, the candle is beautiful because retailer gone completely. Big boys increase further. That's a very good sign. So last Friday, if you must trade this kind of stock, you can try because this one may give us opportunity and we are relatively speaking quite safe. I didn't check the performance for today. Let's check today, AZT. I think maybe today also not bad. The performance should be not bad. Based on the current situation, last Friday, last Thursday. AZT, right? Check the AZT. Oh yes, it went up, continue to went up quite stably, right? So if you have already bought, you can keep holding. But what if you say you didn't buy, now you want to buy now? I think if you already missed the best entry point, better wait for the next entry point. If you want to try, also can try, but you need to take more risks than if you buy based on the entry point. Of course, now we see the price is not very far away from our the right entry point price. It's not very far away. If you want to try, you can try. But here, the previous high level, there should be some sort of resistance. We also need to see whether or not the price can break up the resistance here. So you have bought in near future if the price dropped, right? So how do we decide whether or not we should sell or we should hold? One thing is you follow the red circle. It's the simplest method. It's the simplest, and most of the times it can be quite effective. On the other hand, if you cannot do it because you feel that if now the price is quite far away from the red circle, if we wait until the circle turn white to sell, it might be a bit late to sell for short term, right? Then you can check this first red circle candle, the close price. If the correction in near future is never drop below the close price of this long bullish candle, then it's still quite bullish. Can keep holding, rest assured. And if you want to relax the level a bit, the stop loss level a bit, half level of this long bullish candle also can. Half of this first red circle long bullish candle here can be your stop loss, but this stop loss may be a bit, for some people, maybe we would find it a bit too low, but depends, different people, different preference. I just show you the possible, the suitable stop loss levels for you. You can take based on your own risk appetite, all right? So I think that's all for today. I don't have other stocks to diagnose, right? Okay, so then that's all for today. So guess I'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, but don't forget to support me, all right? So help me share my videos with more friends, and I hope more and more people can pay attention to my live broadcast, can join us to discuss, to learn, to improve together, to become winners in the market together. All right? That's all for today. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.